Hey everybody, I'm Natasha Williams from iaminara.com, and today I'm going to discuss with you a question that one of my followers has, and that is, how do I get out when my finances are not in order? How do I leave when he has complete control over my finances? And this is very important, so I really thought I would share this with you. And the first thing is that when you are with a narcissist, one of the things they want to do is make sure that you can't leave. So they'll kind of like cast a net over you and take away any kind of support system you have. And one of the forms of abuse that you're actually going to suffer from is financial abuse. And it can come in two forms. So the first is that they don't allow you to have access to the money, and they watch every single cent that you spend. They watch the money that you have, and they try and make sure that you don't have any income. They might tell you to become a housewife, or they might tell you to have shared income, and they'll be taking money away and you don't have any access to it. The other thing that they could do is you could be the one who's actually paying for everything. And this is what happened to me, is when I decided that I wanted to leave, my ex-husband said to me, if you leave, half of everything that you paid for is mine, and you better go read up on your law. I'm going to take that money and you need to pay me out in order for me to go. So it's actually going to cost you more for you to leave me than to stay. And that was also another form of financial control. And rather than just becoming a victim, you know, I worked really hard and I wanted to provide, and as all empaths do, we always give to people thinking that they're going to reciprocate at some stage. And we don't mind giving now, because at some point we're helping them to get on their feet so that they can then pay it back in another way. But what actually happened was they never paid back. They never intended on paying it back. All they do is start looking at to see how much they can gain from it. And I went and I got advice, and the advice that I got from 3 different attorneys were all different conflicting advice. And in the end, you need to go to the person who's going to give you the best advice that is out there. Now, just to give you an idea of what each attorney said to me, the first said, you have a contract. By law, you have a contract. The contract states that you are each entitled to 50% of everything that you own. The second attorney said, look, you have more money. Why don't you just hit him hard, take him to the Supreme Court or the High Court, and he won't have the money to fight you, and you just throw money at it, and then that's the way you're going to do it. That also didn't work for me. And the third lawyer said to me, why don't you put everything in a trust? The thing is with a trust is it takes time. You can't just do it overnight, and you can't just, if you've got property or something like that, you have to have it in the trust for quite a while before you go and apply for the divorce. Now, I'd already been married for quite a while, so I was prepared to pay the price of time and put the money aside in a proper long-term strategy. Now, if you are under financial control, then you need to start disengaging and disentangling yourself from the narcissist. You need to start getting your own money. Now, if they are holding the purse strings really tight, there are different ways that you can do it. For example, you could go to the store and you could buy items on the shopping list that and go back for a refund at some point and slowly start building up a nest egg. Or you need to find your way to get a passive income, because even if you leave, you need to be able to be self-sustaining. So don't worry about what you're going to lose. Worry about what you're going to gain, rather. What you're going to gain is your freedom, and you're going to gain the ability to make your own money. If they threaten you and tell you that you're not going to be able to make it, and which they will do, of course they're going to do it, then you know in yourself that you have every right in the law to claim 50% of whatever you've put in. So you need to start making tabs and stop with the guilt. Stop with thinking that you're not worthy and you're quite prepared to walk away. And the thing is, if you are prepared to walk away, then you already won half the battle, because it means you're not attached. It means that your freedom is a small price to pay, rather than sitting it out and waiting forever, waiting for the right time for you to be able to get out, which just means you're delaying your ability to become financially independent. So that's the first thing, is make sure that you are aware of your own ability. Now, we are responsible for everything in our lives. You are responsible for your happiness. Nobody else is. If you are responsible for the career you choose, you are responsible for your health, you are responsible for the people in your life. And if you have outsourced up until now the finances to somebody else, it's going to bite you. Whether you're not in a narcissistic relationship or you are is irrelevant, because you are leaving it up to somebody else. So if your happiness is reliant on somebody else and they leave, they take your happiness with them. And ultimately, everything comes back to you. If you are inheriting a trust fund and then the trust fund runs out, how do you make yourself self-sustaining? So that is my suggestion to you. And take a long-term strategy. Financially, you do need to become self-sufficient. Now, here's the thing. If you are with a narcissist, they don't want you to work. I had a client who was seriously stressed out. I actually sent her for hot stone massage just to relax, and she loved it so much that she actually became a hot stone masseuse. And when her husband found out that she was enjoying it and that she was actually making money, he put a stop to it. So my suggestion to you is, don't tell the narcissist how much you are making. Don't make it obvious. This is one of those things that you hold really close to your chest and keep it to you. Because if you were going to escape from jail, I don't know if you've seen Shawshank Redemption, but if you're going to escape from jail, you're not going to tell the warden that you're leaving. So you need to chip away at that wall, chip away at that block, and build up enough for you to get out. That is your escape route. So remember, it's not something that you share, and the less people that know, the better. If you can't open your own bank account, then I suggest you use a family member that you trust. You can have full access to the cards. That's what I did. I used one of my family members' bank accounts, and I was able to put the money in there so that I was safe. So I hope this helps, and I really do think that it's your livelihood and your children and everybody else at stake. So I hope this helps. If you have any comments, please share. If you want to ask me any questions, feel free to DM me. I don't mind. And if you'd like to have a strategy call and you really actually want to get out of that relationship, I have a transformation program. And within 8 weeks, you will be transformed. Your life will never be the same. And then I have a free strategy call. You'll be able to, if you click on the banner on my Facebook page, I'll also post the link below. Then you're able to have a free strategy call, and I'll talk you through and see what your options are. You have an awesome day.